Hey there, I'm Shane. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Peak Design cuff, which is a wrist strap made by Peak Design, and I've been using it for years as kind of the wrist strap that I have. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how it's held up, my opinion on it, and ultimately if I recommend it as a good option for you to buy. So this is the Peak Design cuff. This is a wrist strap made by Peak Design, and the idea of it is simply that it's an easy wrist strap that has a lot of neat safety features integrated into it that you can easily attach and detach from your camera using the Peak Design cradle system. Though this might not be the most aesthetically pleasing wrist strap on the market, depending on your taste, it has a lot of really neat safety features integrated into it that make it a really compelling option, and it doesn't come in at a crazy price point, and I'll dive into all the features of it in this video. So getting right into it though, the main selling point of this wrist strap in my opinion is the quick release system that it uses. It's the same anchor system that Peak Design uses across all their camera straps, and I made a full review on their larger slide camera straps. But essentially all it is a little dongle with a plastic puck that attaches to your camera, and then a cradle system on the wrist strap itself. And you simply lock it into place by putting it in the cradle and pulling it tight. In the years of me using these cradle systems, I have not had it come loose one time accidentally, or have had any sort of wear and tear where the cradle broke. It can easily take the weight of a large camera system, and it's held up really well. So I really recommend it, and if your worry is that these little dongles aren't strong enough, I can assure you they are. With regards to the colors of the straps, you can get it in two variants. I opted for the black charcoal variant with the red highlights, which kind of matches my camera better, but you can go for a silver option with brown and blue highlights, which might be more your preference. With regards to the materials though, they're almost exactly the same, with the bulk of it being made of a very rugged nylon, which is, as you can see, aged very well, with the backside either being synthetic or real leather. And again, it's a very rugged material. All the stitching is held, and the cradle itself is the exact same, being made out of a metal and a little bit of hardened plastic around the outside, which has not cracked or shown any signs of rusting. Though I did notice there's a bit of paint chipping on the back of mine. It doesn't affect the performance in any way. I'll move on now to the other key feature of this wrist strap, and that is its adjustability. Central to the design of the wrist strap is this sliding metal mechanism on the middle of it, and it can be kind of in two states. The first of which is locked in close to this. It gets caught on a seam by design, meaning that it's just held open so you can easily slide your hand in and out, meaning you can detach it from the camera or just leave it attached and easily put your hand in and out of the wrist hole, making it easy to get on and off. The other state it can be in is having it tight. So you can simply pull on the wrist strap and it will tighten to your wrist, and then you can just fold it around. And there's actually a magnet hidden within the little leather part here that attaches the cradle to it, meaning that you can have it look kind of like a bracelet on your wrist. I do find that sometimes the magnet can easily pop loose while I'm walking around, which can be a little annoying because then it just hangs from your wrist weirdly. But the benefit of having this magnet in there is immense, and really allows you to kind of stow the wrist strap easily and take it on and off of your camera quickly, so you can put your camera down rather than having to slide your hand out of it, which I find is very convenient and makes me much more likely to use this wrist strap because of that. Another neat safety feature is that because of the tightening mechanism, even if you don't have the camera strap in the tightened position around your wrist, if you accidentally were to drop the camera while you have it on, it will tighten up and automatically cinch around your wrist, meaning that it won't fall to the ground and slide off your wrist very easily at all. And it's a really nice thing for peace of mind that even if you don't have it tightened to your wrist, it will automatically tighten to your wrist by the weight of the camera if you drop it. So in conclusion though, I highly recommend this wrist strap. It's very small, convenient, and most importantly, detaches from your camera easily. And I find it's just a very easy thing to keep with you if you're on the go and have your camera in your bag for the majority of the time and just want that small level of security to have a wrist strap, while not having the inconvenience of a full-on camera strap. The other situation that I find it really handy is in a studio situation where you want something small and minimal, but also a sense of security that someone might not accidentally knock the camera out of your hands while you're moving around quickly. So it's handy for that. The real downside is that you basically always have to have your camera in your hand while you're using the wrist strap, which has huge disadvantages if you're on a hike or if you have a heavy camera lens on it, because it's just going to be inconvenient and tie up your primary hand. But honestly, it's kind of whatever you prefer. A friend of mine uses this basically the entire time he uses his camera, which is totally fair. I just find I am more prone to using a full-on camera strap, but that's just my preference. If you're considering it for the price compared to other options on the market, SmallRig makes another very similar design to this now, but really this strap is only like $30 US or 40 Canadian, making it super accessible. And honestly, I don't really see any downsides to purchasing it because it's definitely worth the price you pay, and the materials alone are fantastic, and it has a lifetime warranty, so even if it breaks, Peak Design will replace it. So there's really no downside. The big thing is, if you don't like the aesthetic of it, I actually recommend just you looking into getting the cradle system, because you can buy that independently from Peak Design and attach it to whatever camera strap you like. So even if you don't really like the look of the more modern, sleek aesthetic, you can get some paracord and just attach it to a cradle, so you get that sense of security of the wrist strap and the convenience of having it detachable from your camera. But that's going to be it for the video. If you have any questions about anything I said or comments, please leave them below. I'd be happy to answer them. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe consider liking it and subscribing. It goes a long ways to helping me make more videos like this in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.